All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Matt here, and we're going to be taking a look at probably my favorite Pokemon and build to be playing when I'm solo queuing into these ranked Pokemon Unite matches. We're actually going to be playing Blastoise, and this is the widely accepted build for Blastoise. We're going to be running Surf and Hydro Pump, and the items that we're going to be running are Focus Sash, Muscle Band, as well as the Buddy Barrier. That last one, very important, Buddy Barrier on Blastoise, because again, we'll talk about it here a little bit in the video, but probably the most important facet of Blastoise when you're picking him for these Master Rank matches is going to be his Unite move, which really can turn the tides of battle. He's also quite good in the lane in a lot of different ways. Both Surf and Hydro Pump have a lot of pushback, so your positioning is really important, and you can really get some advantageous plays. This gameplay here, just a Master Rank solo queue. Things went a little bit rough, but towards the end, you can really see how kind of the Blastoise is, just the way that Blastoise plays is a really great pick when it comes to winning the game. I think a lot of people pick the Pokemon that they want to play based around can they get MVP, can they get a bunch of kills, and whatnot. But I think that the utility for Blastoise and how important he really does become in some of these team fights makes him an absolute threat. We're going to get caught here on this bottom lane. Really tough situation, these two guys here. But Lucario is here. I like to bottom lane with Blastoise just because, I want to make sure that I'm there for team fights, and they typically do come at the bottom lane. I did kind of just throw out a little water gun there into that big pile of bees. I didn't time it too right, but Squirtle and Blastoise are actually really good at stealing last hits with Hydro Pump and Surf. They're both wide-ranging, high-damaging moves. We're going to get in here, push that Pikachu out of there, and already you can kind of see the defensive viability of just Squirtle here, only at level 4, being able to get in there with Skull Bash, stun opponents, and push them back with Water Gun. He just gets better with time. Honestly, I think that early game with Squirtle, he's really good. He's a defender right from the start, which is definitely really nice. At level 5 here, we're War Turtle. We get the Hydro Pump, which is just Water Gun, but a lot better, not going to lie. Yeah, I mean, this gameplay isn't anything perfect. You know, it's not like the best match I've ever played, but I think it really does show how important Blastoise really can be in some of these solo queues. He fits into most team compositions. I think that any team right now needs a defender, and I think the best picks are probably going to be, Blastoise, Snorlax, or even maybe Slowbro in some scenarios. But I think that just Blastoise's Unite move is one of the best Unite moves in the game, and for that reason, Lucario there goes a little bit deep. I think he's trying to get the goal, but unfortunately, that Pikachu early game does a lot of damage. Big threat early on in the lane phase, that Pikachu, so he falls off a bit later on, but now I'm down here alone. I'm kind of 1-on-3. I get hit with the stun on the Pikachu. I try to get the Zorora with the Hydro Pump, but I miss it, and all 3 of them are going to score. Not much I can really do there. Unfortunately, without Surf, not level 7 yet, there's just not a lot of defensive capabilities I have. I accidentally Shell Smash there through the entire wall, and I'm trying to get that last hit on that Vespiquen. Don't get it, so bottom lane not looking great. We haven't had a lot of help. We have Drednaw, though, in 10 seconds. Now, you definitely want to be level 7 going into that first Drednaw fight. Like, it's super, super important. Having Surf for that team fight is super good. Unfortunately, we're a little bit underleveled. Didn't get a lot of support, but there we go. Now we have Surf, and Drednaw has instantly come up. So Surf is one of the best moves, honestly, in the game. The range of attack that it has, the overall stun, the pushback, does pretty decent damage as well. One of my favorite moves, not only as an initiating move on Blastoise, but also as kind of a retreating option. Super, super good. We're going to go ahead and just Surf down here. We hit like 2 of them, and definitely going to push him back, and it puts on a lot of pressure, especially with Talonflame getting paired up there. This Aurora, though, he's here in the fight. I'm about half health, so I got to be a little bit careful. I'm kind of just shipping down this Drednaw, because I know we kind of have the advantage, but unfortunately, Ivysaur is kind of nowhere to be found there, and I kind of had to come up, help Talonflame defend that goal, because I didn't want that goal to go down while we're fighting Drednaw here. I tried to get in there, but Talonflame beats me to it, also incredibly good at stealing attacks, so we're just going to go ahead, sweep it up. Big shout out to that Talonflame. He gets Fly fairly early, and I don't get my Unite move till level 9. I just got it right before Drednaw. We didn't unfortunately get to use it, but for the next team fight, we'll have that Unite move. And we should have it for 2 or 3 times for the rest of the game here. And see that Surf Hydro Pump combo just kind of getting Zorora stuck. You know, he kind of goes in, and he likes to go in, do some damage, and retreat back out. But unfortunately, our Blastoise is just too good at kind of keeping him in the fight. And I think that's a really big deal with Blastoise, right? Being able to pick off certain Pokemon, kind of stun them, push them back into your team is a really big advantage. And that's kind of the main reason why I wanted to make this video, because I've been playing a lot of solo queue Master Rank games with Blastoise. My win rate is increasingly high, even compared to like if I'm playing like a Cinderace, Lucario, Venusaur, things like that, where I might get 10, 15 kills in a game. I might get MVP, but I don't end up winning that much, and that's mainly because I think a team needs a really solid core defender. They need a really nice team fight backbone, and I think that Blastoise is perhaps the best at that in the entire game. And I think, honestly, a lot of solo queue matches do come down to those important team fights. I'm going to get the dunk here, the 10-point dunk, and I'm going to try to retreat out. It might be a little bit tough here, so I do choose to pop the Unite move. Not a great time for me to do it, if I'm being honest, but I just kind of wanted to get out of there. I didn't want this to feed this Cinderace even more because he's level 9. He's not very high level, so I think that getting the kill on that Cinderace, not giving them that XP by KOing me, I think honestly was a really important play in the long run. Kind of the only reason I'm not going to have that Unite move for this this Drednaw fight, but we did get the last Drednaw, so it's not nearly as important. And, of course, level advantage definitely going to be important. But Drednaw's coming here in just a few seconds. Unfortunately, we missed that Zoroark, just not there in time, and he is going to take that tower before Drednaw, which is definitely not great. And then, boom, we get United. Not a great situation for us to be in, so I'm just going to go ahead and die there right before Drednaw. Again, not great, but my team slowly pushing their way down to bottom lane. We're probably going to be there a little bit late. And like I said, it probably just was never really going to happen on that Drednaw. And it looks like they instantly took it. So we were out of position for that, but it's fine. It gives us the opportunity to immediately go top lane. We're 1-for-1 right now on Drednaw, but we've won the top lane so far. We took their tower. I'm going to head up to Rotom now. So I think overall, we're in a better spot than them. I think on the XP curve, them just getting Drednaw does give them the opportunity to get right back into this game. But I think that overall, we're in a good spot. I'm trying to grinding down Rotom here. I'm hoping that my team gets here in time. Unfortunately, they don't. So now Pikachu's here. He's going to be an absolute menace. So I'm going to kind of keep on the pressure. Hopefully my team comes up here at some point. Cinderace here does catch me, and he uses his Unite move. But Venusaur, he's right there. You know what I mean? So again, I'm kind of just kamikazing that Rotom. I'm kind of getting in there. I'm being disruptive. I'm kind of just making sure the enemy team isn't there to take that kill. I do die for it, but my team does come in. And like I said, that Cinderace mistimed that Unite move. He kind of popped it a little bit early. He took the L for it, which is really good because he probably won't have it for the Zapdos fight. Or at least it's a little bit less likely that he does. I'm just going to take some of this jungle farm because my team just isn't really doing much at the moment. And I know we have Zapdos in like a minute. I don't really suggest you do this, but when you're solo queuing, man, anything is on the table. This is not a team scenario. You know, like we're kind of just trying to get ourselves into a good spot for this last fight because that's what's important. Level 12 here. Next level, we are going to get upgraded Surf, so that is, of course, going to be what we want before we get into Zapdos. That would be very nice to have upgraded Surf, for sure. Level 13 is a nice, sweet spot for when you're at the end game here for the Zapdos fight. So I'm just going to be farming up. That's really all it is. But yeah, okay, so we'll see how the end of this game goes. I think that, you know, it's really important to see how this match ends. I'm kind of pushing bottom lane here. I'm not exactly sure why I'm doing this. I think maybe because I think that I would rather put the pressure on bottom lane and make sure that the enemy team isn't here for when we rotate up to Zapdos. Probably not a smart play, especially right here. This is a really bad play. I go in for this this Crawdaunt. Pikachu gets me, but there's Aurora's also here. And at this point, I'm like, well, actually, I don't really mind dying. To be honest, they're not in a position to get Zapdos, and I'm only like a 5-second behind for the Zapdos counter. So, like, honestly, going down there isn't a big deal to me really at all because I'll quickly get into Zapdos, and I know that you know, I'm going to be in a fine position. And it looks like they're not even really attacking it either. 3 of our teammates, though, are dead. So that puts me in a pretty tricky situation. But honestly, I have a lot of confidence. So I see they are attacking Zapdos, and this is honestly a perfect situation for me. So I'm going to go in here. We'll hit the Surf. We do hit both of them, which is nice. We're going to Hydro Pump. And now we catch all 3 of them here. And Zapdos is centering them. So we're going to go ahead and get that triple kill with the Unite move. And I'm just going to be able to solo this Zap here to finish off. And that right there, Venusaur does take it. But I take credit for that Zapdos, honestly. But yeah, that right there, what you guys just saw, is the main reason why I think Blastoise is probably your best choice if you're going to be solo queuing in these matches. I think that Unite move just has the opportunity to win games, unlike really most other Pokemon in the entire game. So I'm going to take that kill here, and I see that there's some pressure bottom tower. I would like to defend it, and Zora does get the kill. I'm trying to jump down on him, but unfortunately, just a little too late. But we are going to go ahead and get the chase down. He discharges here for some reason. He gets a shield when he discharges. Absolutely insane. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and just take the kill here with the Hydro Pump. Does a lot of damage. Unfortunately, he did take that tower, but I think at this point we have a big lead. Me and Talonflame are alive, so I'm just going to go back, defend this home tower for the next 45 seconds. And, you know, I think that play at Zapdos was kind of the game-winning play. I don't know what I think I pressed the wrong button there. I don't know why I surfed. A little bit strange play from me. But, yeah, okay, so now here comes the pressure, kind of the last small team fight. We obviously have the advantage here being stuck at home base. All our teammates are now respawning, so not really a big threat here. Let's pop the Surf. Let's catch the Cinderace, maybe a Hydro Pump or 2. Get him in there. Our team's just going to be cleaning up. No, not a big deal, right? In this position, we're all pretty high level. We're all here. We all have our home tower. Very, very small chance that they actually take it here, so not really a big threat. And there we go. We get the quad kill, and that's going to finish up the game, guys. Celebrate with our Unite move, and yeah, so Blastoise, I mean, again, not a perfect game by any means. It was a little bit awkward. You know, I kind of played the bottom lane a little bit poorly. My positioning was a little bit poor. Not in any stretch of the imagination a perfect game, but just that last kind of scenario at Zapdos getting the third kill, or the triple kill, taking Zap. I mean, that's how you win games in solo queue. It really is. That's what the games come down to. I would say 90% of my games are fairly close, and they will be decided in that final stretch. So I think that playing a Pokemon that gives you the biggest advantage going into the final stretch is probably the most important thing that you can do. So that's why I picked Blastoise. And my win rate for Master Rank is actually quite high, mainly just because of that Unite move. But thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Maddie from Chill TCG. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more Pokemon Unite content. It means a lot to me. What do you guys think of Blastoise? Is it a Pokemon that you run? I would love to know. But anyway, guys, we'll see you next time for more Pokemon Unite content.